Hi friends, it's Katie. How was your December? I hope you all had a really happy and healthy month. December was a bit of a struggle for me personally, and just feeling limited to a Christmas style junk journal kind of put me in a little bit of a rut and sort of had me in a box, so to speak. So all things considered, I just didn't really feel very inspired to keep up with my December daily. So want, but it's okay. I allowed myself to call it quits on this journal by December 13th, I believe, with the exception of a little Christmas entry that I did. And I knew I would feel inspired to create again in the new year when there wasn't such a strong theme for my journal. I always am learning more and more about myself in general, but also what I like creatively. Something I learned this year is I feel really limited by a specific theme for my junk journal planners. I really need this space to be more of a free-for-all for me. I've been using my new 2025 junk journal planner for the past couple of days since I made it, and let me just tell you, the lightness I feel creating in this journal versus my December one is like night and day. I feel so much more free and expansive, and I really look forward to making an entry every day, or every day that I want to. So anyway, I figured I'd give you a very quick tour of my December daily, which did turn out pretty cute, I think, most of the days. But yeah, enjoy this very brief flip through. I'm probably going to try and keep my talking to a minimum in this video. So if you've watched any of my previous junk journal planner videos, you know I love a to-do list, and I've been enjoying creating my own designs. So these are the ones that I churned out for the month of January, and as always, I offer these as free printables in my Ko-Fi account, so you can use them for yourself if you like them. And also, if you watched my previous video where I shared my estate sale haul, you would have seen this gorgeous stationery box, and I went ahead and scanned that in so I could use it for little journaling cards and tags and such, and this will also be available on my Ko-Fi account for you as well. So I'm starting out 2025 strong and going back to my trusty old composition notebook. This is one I thrifted, so that's why it looks a little bit grungy on the front. I really loved the last one that I used back in, I think it was August, September. I think this junk journal planner should take me through January, February, and possibly into March, but I honestly am not going to box myself into a specific time frame, so that way I can just create freely and then make a new journal whenever that time comes. For the cover, I tore out a page from a vintage craft coffee table book that I thought was just so stunning and really fit the warming vibes that I was going for the new year. I'm really loving these deep green tones at the moment. And here I'm just deciding between some different fabrics that will cover the spine and the back cover. I end up going with that retro floral design because I just loved the combination of the deep green with the golds and a little bit of pink in the flowers, which I tie in with some pink rickrack, as you'll see in a minute. So this next part is totally optional, but I am taking apart my notebook so that I can remove half of the pages. I do this just to reduce the bulk as I fill up the journal, and also that I'm not tied to the same journal for months on end. To decorate my cover, I'm going to glue this fabric to the back cover, and I want it to wrap over the spine and a little bit onto the front cover as well. The fabric is a little bit sheer, so I can see the notebook design through it, but I'm not bothered by that. If you wanted to, you could glue down some white paper before gluing on the fabric. Here's where things started to go downhill a little bit, so bear with me. I have a complicated relationship, to say the least, with Mod Podge, so I don't know why, but I decided to use it to glue down the book page anyway, and there ended up being so many air bubbles, which was probably just my own error and not spreading out the glue evenly enough like I thought I did, but anyway, I ended up ripping up the page and gluing it to Fabric Fix instead, but things just got really messy really quickly, so all in all, this cover did not end up how I was hoping, but you know what? It's all good. The photo is so beautiful, and it's all about the vibes anyway, so I won't let a few little bumps and crinklies and wrinklies rain on my parade. So I decided to use some of this lace trim because I feel like it gives the journal more of a vintage, like feminine vibe, and then I wanted to bring in more of that little bit of pink that's in the flowers on the fabric, so I attached this pink rickrack, and I really love the combination of the sort of emerald green color with the gold candles and the little yellow and pink flowers. I know floral isn't very on theme for the winter, but for me, it was more so about just bringing in the feeling of warmth since we are in the colder months. So I've been using a junk journal planner consistently for about 6 months now, and I do use it almost every day, except for maybe sometimes on the weekend, but I don't pressure myself if I need to miss a day or two. I like to write down my to-do lists as well as any random thoughts or quotes I hear. I also like to use scrap papers and pieces of junk like packaging or labels, stickers, magazine cutouts are my favorite, or just whatever else catches my eye or is simply just begging to be glued onto a page. And yeah, that is it for the cover, but stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be part 2, where I walk you through setting up my first few pages. And here I'll do some goal setting, and I set up my monthly spread. And yeah, if you stay till the end of this video, hi, thank you so much. And if you have any form of junk journal or planner or whatever it is, let me know what your cover looks like. Is it very wintry themed or maybe not so on the nose like mine? Let me know, and I'll see you soon for part 2. Bye.